Welcome back. There is growing interest in investment in the Bahamas, specifically in the downtown area. That, according to Deputy Prime Minister and Tourism Minister Chester Cooper. This interest, he says, is growing even before the government opens the formal bidding process. DPM Cooper says the demolition of dilapidated buildings is not just about cleanup. It is creating new opportunities for local ownership in the heart of the city. He says the goal is to make Bay Street a busy, vibrant space again with more Bahamian-led shops, rooftop venues, entertainment options, and experiences that keep visitors and residents downtown past the lunchtime rush.
There's significant interest. I think we haven't formally gone out requesting proposals yet. We will do so, but we've been fielding calls ever since the stories started to run in the media. We started to receive calls. So thank you for helping us to tell the story, to invite Bahamians to participate, to get involved. I only see property values here going up.
Cooper says too many visitors currently walk Bay Street without finding much to do. But new Bahamian-owned businesses can change that and bring more money into the local economy. He notes that small and large investors, including young entrepreneurs, are now expressing interest, and he expects even more once the formal proposals open. Turning now to crime news, an active night and morning for police. They're investigating a shooting incident that occurred in the area of Old Trails Road and Robinson Road last night, which allegedly left a male suspect hospitalized. According to the initial report, shortly before 10 p.m., police were informed that a male had been shot in the vicinity of a service station and responded promptly to the scene. Upon arrival, police were notified that a male on an XTZ Yamaha motorcycle stopped at the service station and informed an employee that two men on a motorcycle were attempting to rob him. Moments later, two masked males arrived on a similar motorcycle at the service station. One of the suspects dismounted and brandished a firearm in an attempt to rob the victim of his motorcycle. A physical altercation ensued, during which a firearm was discharged, resulting in the male suspect being shot. Following the incident, all parties left the scene on their respective motorcycles. The male victim, whom the assailant attempted to rob, later handed over the firearm he took from the suspect during the confrontation to officers at Wolf Road Police Station. Subsequently, he was arrested and is assisting the police with the investigation. As the investigation progresses, police have located a 21-year-old male at the hospital where he is receiving treatment for gunshot wounds to his groin and leg. The individual has not provided details regarding the circumstances of his injuries. He remains in stable condition as police continue their investigations. In another armed robbery incident last night, this time at a residence on Densel Drive off McKinney Drive. According to initial reports, shortly after 11 p.m., the female victim was visiting a friend at his residence when two armed masked men approached and robbed her of her purse containing a considerable amount of cash which belonged to her employer. The suspects then fled the scene in an unknown direction. The investigation continues. And over in Grand Bahama, police are investigating an alleged sexual assault incident involving a female minor of Canadian nationality that took place yesterday on a beach. According to initial reports, shortly after 10 a.m., the teenage girl was collecting shells along the shoreline when an unidentified male approached her and asked her to follow him to a nearby shed where he claimed to have an assortment of shells. The girl complied and accompanied the male to a shed situated in a bushy area. It is alleged that the male then sexually assaulted her during this encounter. The suspect is described as a slim, dark-skinned male with several missing teeth. The investigation remains ongoing. Police are appealing to members of the public for any information that may assist with these investigations. Contact 911, 919, your nearest police station, or the Criminal Investigation Department at 502-9991. You can also call Crime Stoppers anonymously at 328-TIPS. That's 328-8477. Well, that will do it for News Tonight. On behalf of our JCN News team, I'm Adama Williams. Enjoy your night, everyone.
This segment of the news has been brought to you by Sun Oil Limited.